Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons in our NCAA football series, where we are on the verge of an undefeated season here with the Red Raiders. This has been unprecedented in our time. We are trying to take that step to become a national team of national prominence. This is one of those things we've got to do. We are the number one team in the nation. Okay, we are undefeated right now, sitting at 11-0 at home in front of our home crowd, taking on the Baylor Bears. Now, this game, if you notice, their passing offense is a pretty decent one. So they are going to give us a little bit of trouble probably in that area. We are going to have to keep that tight. And I think one of the biggest things for us is kind of like in all the other games, even some of them that more recently we haven't played all that well in, we can't let things get too far out of control, right? We have to maintain some form of discipline on the field. Cannot allow big plays. Got to be smart whenever we have the ball. Don't give up turnovers. Don't try to force the ball anywhere. We can take that step. We can be that team, but we've just now have to really prove it at this point. So we are going to jump into it after stopping Baylor on their opening drive as we are at the 7.5-minute mark of the first quarter. And with an option keeper, Holt's going to take off to the left, and he's got some space. He's down the sideline, and Holt gets booted out at about the 44-yard line on the Bears side of the field. A 24-yard rush for Dominic Holt to start this one off. Good run, good vision by him in deciding to keep that option. That sometimes they can play a little bit of mind games with us at times. Some teams have coming with 3-down linemen, but good decision-making happening right there. On the very next play, Holt, being a little bit inaccurate, throws that one out wide and misses his target. Looked like he was going for, I think, Kyle Jones there off to the left side coming across the field. Just led him a little too far. So that will bring up 2nd and 10 here at the 44-yard line. As we try to keep this drive alive and going. Holt will be in a shotgun formation 4 wide. He has the option. He's keeping it himself, tries to make a move and gets hit hard, but he picks up 11 yards. We have to be careful. We cannot risk letting this young man get injured. He's having an amazing season right now. And so with that, we do have a brand new 1st and 10, though. So new set of downs here, 6.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter now, as we come back out in the shotgun once again. Now we're going to send Cutler in motion. He snaps the ball and hands it to Cutler, cuts it upfield, and a good read by Cutler right there. The defenders were coming off the edge, but he saw the little gap open up over the middle. He didn't pick up all that many yards, but hey, 4 yards is better than none. So we do get up to about the 31-yard line now. 2nd and 6. Holt's going to come out in a pistol formation. He has the snap. It's going to be an option. He's going to keep it himself again. Cuts it up the middle inside. And he's going to carry that for 10 yards this time. Dominic Holt's got 45 yards on the ground. They're going to take away the passing game. Hey, we can hit them with the run game. That's one thing we have been developing over the last couple seasons. So now 1st and 10 here inside the red zone at about the 19-yard line. Holt has the snap, play action, and he's going to fire it to the left side, and he's got Kyle Jones on the deep out pattern. Good throw right there to get it to him right in the corner. And he picks up 14 yards with that one, and that gets us down to about the 5-yard line and a 1st and goal. So here we are, game still tied at 0, our first drive of the game, as we are moving. Holt sends Paul in motion. He's going to play action. Holt holds on to it, throws it over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown. Hunter Sparks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Holt gets the first passing touchdown of the game, and it goes to Sparks over the middle. Good throw. He had to fit that into a very tight zone right there between the linebacker and the safety, and he got it just right on point. Good throw by Holt, and that's going to give the Red Raiders an early lead here. 6-0. We're going to try to put this extra point through to make it a full 7-point ball game, and it does go right through dead center there. So now leading 7-0. Let's take a look at a score from around the country. And Ohio State, number 18, leading Michigan 17-14. Michigan is 9-2 on the season. trying to, they've had some success. They are number 5, and this would be a big step for them moving forward in their program, getting back to being a national, threat type team. Now, staying in the Big Ten, look at Nebraska taking out Iowa 38-24. Nebraska being number 12, that win might be just enough to get them into the top 10. We'll see. So here comes Baylor on their ensuing drive as they're going to hand it off. Mooney bounces off a tackler, gets hit by Nelson, and then finally brought down by Armstrong there. Ooh, no way, that was Ty Wilson that came through. I thought it was Armstrong, but no, it's Ty Wilson. Comes through and brings Mooney down. That was a big tackle. Mooney can give you fits. He is a power back. You can see he's got the ability to break tackles. He also has a ton of speed we have to watch out for. So 2nd and 12 now. Baylor's going to come out in a shotgun formation. They got 3 receivers there. And they're going to hand it off to Smith this time up the middle. Nate Smith, he picks up 3 yards, and that's going to get him to a 3rd and 10 here on this drive. They are at about the 29-yard line of the Red Raiders. And they're going to go quick, and they're making sure they got the right play call and blocking assignments out there. Flowers has a snap. Pressure comes, so he throws it deep. They go up for it, and they get the touchdown. Anderson went up versus Bo Johnson. Oh, wow. Bo Johnson for Baylor comes down with the touchdown. Did not see that coming. Anderson had a read on it, but Johnson just high points it a little bit better than he does. And that's going to put them in a position to tie the ball game here now in the first quarter. And that extra point goes up, and it is good. So this ball game is now tied. Trying to keep pace. This is that was a big play. We said at the beginning we cannot allow too many of those things to happen. So we've got to get that under control. Now here we are in our next drive. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Holt has a snap. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got plenty of space. He's going to take it himself and picks up a block. But he dives out of bounds after 11 yards, trying to avoid the hit. Need to make sure he stays healthy. Holt's already got 83 yards on the ground, and we're just now barely coming to the end of the first quarter. And I'm not even sure we're going to get this final snap off. And no, we're not going to. Tech has outgained Baylor by about 50 yards in this one. Game is tied 7-7. But, man, whoa, that was a tough play on defense. Great play by Sparks to give us the lead, but Anderson, I don't know if it's so much he overran it. I think Bo Johnson just made an amazing play for the Bears. Give that young man credit. He's got the talent, and he went up and got it right in front of Anderson. But here we are coming back now. So at about the 20-yard line, Holt has a snap, scans over the field, fires it over the middle. Zach Rivas into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dominic Holt's going to hit Rivas pretty well over the middle for a 20-yard pass into the end zone. And that's going to give us a 1 touchdown lead. Well, really, we're sitting at 6 points. Let's make sure this extra point goes through first. And Harris does. He puts it right through the middle there. So that'll give us a 14-7 lead here in Lubbock as the second quarter has just started for us. And there's our mascot. I forgot what his name is, but he's doing his clapping push-ups. Everybody's real impressed. Now Baylor coming back. This one team, they are a fast-paced offense team, so the time hasn't really transgressed all that much. We're still about 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. He's going to hand it off to Mooney. He lowers his shoulder, and Mooney picks up 4 yards. Probably should have got a lot less than that, but he still ends up getting 4 on that play. So 9 minutes remaining. Baylor has a 2nd and 6 at about the 37-yard line. And here they come out in a shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left. He's got the tight end on the line to the right. He's going to get the snap, hands it off to Mooney, lowering his shoulder. Mooney breaking it out wide. And too many missed tackles. Mooney's going to take that one into the end zone from about 30 yards out. Mooney takes it all the way in. And yeah, there were a lot of missed tackles on that one. Not sure, looked like guys tripping over their own feet, trying to chase him down. That's the kind of speed that Mooney has. But wow, this game is evened up now here. Well, it's 13-14. They do hit. We could try to get this thing blocked, But let's see if they can put this extra point through, and it's obviously going to be up and good. So this game is tied at 14, 8 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now in our next drive, we have to respond. This is like a heavyweight fight right now. They're just throwing blows at each other. 1st and 10, hand it off to Chris Birch right up the middle. He's going to pick up 6 yards there. He's got 28 yards on 4 rushes so far today. Probably need to look to fold him more into the game plan. Let him take some of those hits versus having Holt take those, especially if we don't have to have that happen. So 2nd and 4, Holt's going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide now. He has it snapped, scans over the field, rolling out to his right. Holt finally throws it, drops it off for Birch, breaks a tackle, and Birch is going to get tackled at the 22-yard line. And that was a good throw and a good play by Holt to give his man time to make some space, to get in the open, and to get the ball delivered to him while on the run. So 1st and 10 now from the 22. Holt's going to be in a shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. He's going to be a little option. He hands it off to Birch, cuts it back up the middle. Chris Birch, and he's going to fumble. Chris Birch fumbles the football. No. Oh, we were making such good progress on that drive, and Birch fumbles. So here comes Baylor after the fumble. Baylor working their way down the field on the Red Raider side, and they hand it off to Smith. He's going to get, or no, that was Mooney. It looked like Smith for a second. But they hand it off to Andrew Mooney, and he is going to be brought down for a loss of 2. And actually, it was R. Smith coming in off the edge that was able to bring him down behind the line. And so now it is going to be 2nd and 12, right at about the half field mark, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Baylor's going to come out 4 wide here on this set in the shotgun formation. Flowers, he's going to hand it off to Smith, who takes 1 hit and is finally brought down. What a play. Nate Smith, he got handed the ball. Aaron Johnson came blasting through unblocked. And he's going to hit Smith in the backfield. What a great read by Johnson right there to avoid the blocker, get him in the backfield, and make the tackle. That was a big-time play by our young linebacker. I'm glad to see him having such success on the field during this season. 3rd and 13 now. Baylor's still in a shotgun formation. Flowers has a snap. Pressure comes. He drops it off for Smith. Breaks a tackle. And Smith is going to be hit after a gain of 12 yards. That was a 3rd and 13. They needed 13. They needed a baker's dozen. They only got a dozen. And that would force them to have to give the ball back to us. So here we come out in a pistol formation now. Holt hands it off to Birch. Big hole open over the middle. Chris Birch gets brought down after gaining about 8 yards. They collapsed in on him pretty quickly once he got to that line of scrimmage, but still that hole was so wide it took him about 8 yards before they could finally bring him down. So that's going to give us a 2nd and 2. The clock is ticking away. We are at about the 1.5-minute mark remaining in the second quarter. Holt, he's going to drop back, fires it over, and has Rivas, but he drops it. It hit Rivas in the hands, but a big hit by the Baylor defense knocks that one loose. And that's going to make it 3rd and 2 now. So 3rd and 2 here at the 29-yard line. Noah and Harris, I think we're a little far out of field goal range with a 1.5 remaining. So we do need to get this first down as Holt hands it to Birch over the middle. And Birch is going to pick up 3 yards on that one. And that's going to give us a first down. Birch having a pretty good day with 71 yards on 10 rushes. So good day for him so far. Now 1st and 10, going in a hurry-up offense. Holt making sure the blocking assignments are called out correctly in a pistol formation, 3 wide. He's going to get the snap. Holt drops back, fires it over. That one's almost intercepted. Dominic Holt led his man just a little too much. That was a close one. That was definitely a close one to being a turnover. Holt got lucky right there. So now 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining, 2nd and 10 from about the 25-yard line, 26. Holt in a shotgun has the snap, rolls out to his right. He's still rolling, nowhere to go with it, and they're going to bring him down for a sack. They were chasing him, and they got him in the ankles. Holt gets brought down for about a 4-yard loss on that one. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14 here as the clock does continue to wind down. Holt's going to be 5 wide in the shotgun formation all by himself. Making a little bit of changes there. Gets a snap. Holt Scans over, pressure comes, drops it over the middle, and that one's swatted down by Cam Pace, the Baylor linebacker. Swats that one down, and that would end our offensive possession. And this is how the first half is going to end for us, ladies and gentlemen, tied at 14 apiece. And it's been kind of a strange first half. I think we definitely played better than what the score shows. Give Baylor some credit. They made the big plays when they needed it. And, we just weren't able to quite pull that off completely. So it is what it is in that standpoint. But we got a whole second half of football to go. And this is our opportunity. If we lose a game, whether it be this game or we have already qualified for the Big 12 title game, whichever one it may be, that knocks us out of the national title hopes. And so we have to be perfect. That's the only way we are getting in. Now, Holtz had a rough day through the air with only 92 passing yards, but as a team, we do have 172 yards on the ground. Compared that to Baylor's 106 through the air with 126 on the ground. Now, we did turn the ball over one time on a fumble. That happens. So it is what it is. Baylor took advantage of it, got the game tied up. That's just how life goes. So here we are, 14 apiece in Lubbock. Baylor's going to start out the second half with the ball as they are at the 35-yard line now in a shotgun formation. Flowers has a snap. He gets pressure. Flowers takes off to run with it. He's got space, and now he fumbles. Anderson recovers. What a play by this defense. Looked like Johnson may have knocked it out of his hand, and Anderson recovers. What a play. He was out in open space, and that's exactly who it was. Aaron Johnson comes through, knocks the ball out, the big hit, and Anderson is there to scoop it up. Now, he's brought down immediately, but hey, the turnover is the big thing. That's what we needed to do, generate that turnover. And now let's go down and let's get a score and take the lead in this one. 8.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Game is still tied at 14 apiece, and we just recovered that fumble from Baylor. Holt going with the play action. He's going to roll out to his right. Nowhere to go, but he throws it anyways. Whoo! Dominic Holt, he's 10 of 19 for only 92 yards on the day. I can't really believe he's not having that good of a game in this one. That pass was, you couldn't tell if he was trying to throw it out or hit his guy. But hey, I guess it fell incomplete, so that's what, kind of matters most in the end. Now in the 2nd and 10, we'll hand it off to Rivas up the middle. He's going to pick up 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for us here at the Baylor Bear 45-yard line. So we are on their side of the field, trying to push this thing through, give us a lead, and, once we can get a lead, if we can just maintain it at that point, I think we'll be good. So 3rd and 6, Holt drops a pass off to Andy Paul, breaking tackles. They tried to tackle Paul real quick and easy, and he just lowered his shoulder into him and put the tackler on his back. But Paul does get knocked out of bounds while making that hit. So we do have a 1st and 10, though. Holt's going to be in the shotgun once again. As the snap, they bring a blitz. We pick it up. He finds Rivas over the middle, and that's going to pick up 8 yards for us, and that's going to give us a 2nd and 2. Having 2nd and 2, 2nd and short, 3rd and short is a big thing for us. We've done it all season. It's one of the, I'll say, the biggest components that has led to our level of success this year. So 2nd and 2, Holt's going to be in a shotgun once again. This time he hands it off to Birch off the left guard, and he gets smacked. Baylor brought a blitzing linebacker through on the run blitz untouched, and he punishes Burke and puts him to the turf hard. And that's going to make it now 3rd and 3 here for the Red Raider offense. Birch has got 78 yards on 12 rushes, still doing pretty decent. Although, if he had 70 after 10, kind of gives you an idea of how the run game's been going. Now Holt on 3rd and 3 gets a snap and drops that one off to Hunter Sparks, who's going to get down to the 15-yard line. That's going to be way more than enough needed to get the first down. Hunter Sparks has come through. He's come on late a lot this season. He's been a good target for us. And, I look forward to growing with this kid on this team. He's got a lot of ability. Now Holt's going to come out 4 wide in a pistol formation here. 1st and 10 option. He's going to keep it. Cuts it up the middle, and Holt's going to pick up about 9 yards on that rush. Option keeper, Holt's got 115 yards on 10 rushes for the day. And that's going to give us a 2nd and 1 all the way down to the 4-yard line here. So we're going to come out and get set in a pistol formation once again. Holt now 4 wide, has the snap, hands it off to Birch up the middle, big hole. Birch lowering his shoulder, and they're not going to give it to him. It kind of looked like he got in, but they will not give him the touchdown. They're going to mark him short, and I can't believe how short it's really going to be. 1st and goal, really, less than the football width away. And so Holt's going to come out in a pistol formation once again. And we're going to run it with Birch right up the gut. And this time Birch gets in. Birch moves the ball the 6 inches needed. And he's going to give us the lead here at home over Baylor in front of our home crowd with 4.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. It is 20-14 here as Harris gets ready to put through the extra point. And he does, right down the middle. So 21-14 is where we stand right now in Lubbock. Now let's take a look at some scores from around the nation. Virginia Tech, number 7, holds on against Virginia and is able to pull off the win. They will finish their regular season at 10-2, so a good year for the Hokies. Now we have possession once again. After Baylor scores a touchdown and ties it up at 21 apiece. Holt cuts it up the middle, makes a man miss, fighting off tacklers. Dominic Holt on the option keeper. What a run by that young man. That's going to give him about 29 yards right there. He's got 144 yards on the ground so far in this game. As we approach the 1-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, now we have a 1st and 10 from the Baylor 31-yard line. Holt has the snap. He's going to roll out to his right, wait, and he finds a man. He finds Cutler down the right side. Mark Cutler down to about the 6-yard line. What a play. Holt gave him time to get all the way across the field and then put on a good throw to him while on the move, and Cutler does the rest by himself, turns it up at the sideline, and finally is brought down after pretty good gain around the 6-yard line, it looks like. No, they're going to give us the 5. Okay. So they will give us the 5-yard line here as we now have a 1st and goal. So Holt comes out with 2 backs in a shotgun formation. As a snap, rolling out to his left. He throws it back to find Sparks, and Sparks had to come out of the end zone to make that catch. Did not want to risk that thing being picked off, and it will make it 2nd and goal. But the quarter looks like it's going to come to an end here. Now, the game is tied at 21 apiece. Right, so into the 3rd quarter, tied at 21, and this has been a hell of a game. It really has. It's a hard-fought battle, and if we can get through this 4th quarter, have the lead, get the win, I think this is a type of victory that can really provide your team momentum and confidence going into the conference title game. So on the very next play, hand it off to Birch up the middle for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Chris Birch notch another one in that belt. Good sir. As he powers it through, basically untouched across the goal line. And that's going to make it 27-21. So Harris now, he boots that extra point through, and that's 28-21. Is where we stand in this game so far. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the Big 12 North. Kansas, 3-8 Kansas is leading Oklahoma State. They are 6-4 in the season. Kansas is 3-8. Kansas leads them 31-24 at home. That would be a shocking upset. So now we come back to it here in the 4th quarter, about 7.5 minutes ago. Holt breaking a sack. Fires it. Hunter Sparks catches it. What a throw and what a catch by Sparks. Holt had the snap and real quick before you can even think pressure got to him. But he shakes off the sack and he's able to still find Sparks running his route. And he gets the throw to him. And Hunter Sparks has had a great day so far. Good effort by that young man. So now we are inside the red zone at the 19-yard line, just around the 7-minute mark. Holt sends Sparks in motion. It's going to be a little play action. Holt over the middle. That one's almost intercepted. Holt 17 of 27 for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. That pass right there almost became interception number 1 on this game. You've got to see those linebackers a little bit better. Now on 2nd and 10, we're in a pistol formation, 4 wide. He's going to hand it off to Birch, open up the middle, and a big hole happens to open up, and that's going to give Birch 8 yards on that rush. Make it 3rd and 2 here at the 11-yard line now. We are leading 28-21, right? So we've got the capability to, I think, really start looking at putting this game away. We just got to do it on 3rd and 2. Holt, play action, rolling out to his right. No one's really open. Holt tries to take it himself, and they're going to give it to him. They give it to Holt. I don't know if he got it, but they're going to give it to him. Holt picks up the 1st down, make it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. What a play by that young man. He is a junior, and my goodness, does that kid got talent. So 1st and goal, 5 wide. Holt's going to find Andy Paul over the middle for a catch, and that's going to be a big hit on Paul. They tried to jar that ball loose, but he does hold on to it and pick up about 6 yards, give or take, down to the 2-yard line here. So 5.5 minutes remaining, 2nd and goal. Holt making some changes there, and the shotgun has a snap. He's going to run left. He's got an opening. Dominic Holt into the end zone. Get your guns up, Red Raider Nation. It's a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That could be the play that puts this one just out too far out of reach for the Bears. What a play by Holt to see that open up and get into the end zone. Now to put the extra point through to make it 2 full touchdowns. It is through and good. And that will give us a 14-point lead here. So now taking a look at Lawrence, Kansas. They are actually in overtime, and Kansas scored first as they lead 34-31 in their first overtime. Still, what a game they got going on there in Lawrence. Now taking a look at other Big 12 games. Cincinnati having a rough season this year, going 4-8. They do win their last game over BYU, 49-42. So here comes Baylor with 4.5 minutes left, trailing by 14 points, 1st and 15. Flowers is going to get the snap handed off to Smith, bounces off some tacklers. And that looked like Armstrong right there that brought him down from behind at the goal or at the line of scrimmage, make it 2nd and 10. They're going hurry-up offense. Flowers remaining in the shotgun. He's going to check the sideline real quick, make sure they got the right play. Now he's got the snap, hands it off to Smith once again. Nate Smith brought down for a 3-yard loss this time by Armstrong. He's had a pretty good day with 3 tackles, 1 sack, and 2 tackles for a loss. So now at the 4-minute mark, Baylor is at the 50-yard line facing a 3rd and 12. This is a big type of play. This is one of those must-stop drives. Leading by 14, if we can get the ball back, take some time off, this will be a win and an undefeated season. So on 3rd and 12, they drop back and they get it to Evans, who knocks a man off. But he's finally brought down by a group of Red Raiders. Marcus Evans made a catch going across the field on a drag pattern. Knocked off the initial tackler, and then the rest of the group finishes up and cleans up the mess. So that makes it 4th and 9 now. This is a massive play here. 3.5 minutes to go in this game. So Baylor comes out in a shotgun formation. Looks like they got about 4 wide there. And they're going to run a screen pass. They get it off. Wilson chasing him, unable to get to him, and he's finally brought down. Andrew Mooney only picks up 3 yards on that screen pass. Wow, what a play. The defense stood up when they had to, and that is a type of play that seals a game for us, just like it did. And we are going to come out of this regular season undefeated. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We're going to head on to the Big 12 title game. And what a performance by Holt. A whole season that he's played like this. We've had some rough moments here in the regular season. We really have. But Holt has held his composure. May not have had the best stats in this one, but he got the scores when we had to have them. And that's really all you can ask for from your quarterback, is that he gets you those scores. So we will win this one 35-21. 35-21 here at home. 12-0 season for the Red Raiders, number 1 in the country. Now we got to head to the Big 12 title game, and if we can win just one more, that gives us a shot at the national championship. And that's all you can ask for, ladies and gentlemen, is just get that shot, and that's what we're trying to do. But no one is going to do it for us. We have to do it ourselves, and that'll really begin in the Big 12 title game in the very next episode. So while I'm thinking about it, if y'all have not hit the subscribe button, why don't you go ahead and hit that button? And if you did like today's video, give us a thumbs up. We definitely do appreciate it, and it does do a lot for us and our channel. And I just want to thank y'all for all the support y'all have shown us here at Champ and Sons over the last month and a half, 2 months. The growth of the channel has been incredible, and it's been because of all of y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in and watching some of the content that we do put out. So hit that little bell notification icon if you do want to be notified whenever we do post videos for all of our series that we have here on the channel. With that, I will see y'all in the next episode. So till then, everybody stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.